Hello, everyone. My name is Manny Serrano, and in this presentation, I will be talking about how to make learning about the US Constitution more interesting and meaningful for students. A lot of students think of the US Constitution as something old, boring, and hard to understand. But I believe it can actually be one of the most exciting and relevant parts of social studies if we teach it in a way that connects it to their world and their daily lives. When students are asked about what they think about the US Constitution, many say it's just a bunch of old rules or it doesn't matter. The problem is that it's often taught through memorization. Students are asked to recall articles, amendments, or dates, but not encouraged to think about how these ideas affect their daily lives today. Without the use of real world connections, it becomes hard for students to care about why the US Constitution matters and why it was created by the founding fathers. One of the best ways to make the Constitution come alive is to connect it to what's happening today in the United States of America, and how it relates to issues around the world. For example, we can use current issues like free speech on social media to explore the First Amendment or talk about phone privacy and connect it to the Fourth Amendment. When students see that the Constitution still shapes everyday life, like what they can see online or how their data is protected, they start to see its real importance. An example activity that can go along with this is have the students debate on whether schools should be allowed to check students' phones. If we're allowed to use search to search their lockers, also by using the Fourth Amendment to back up their opinions. Another strategy is to bring history to life through role play and simulations. Students can step into the shoes of the founding fathers during a mock constitutional convention, debating how the government should be structured. Or they can act as lawyers and justices in the Supreme Court simulation, arguing real cases like Tinker versus Des Moines, which was about free speech in schools. These hands-on activities make the Constitution less about memorizing rules and more about living the ideas behind them. The use of interactive simulations and role play also helps the students get up on their feet instead of being seated on the desk all day for a couple hours. This helps them develop an interest for maybe a career they would like to have in the future. It helps them learn hands on and active, makes them be active in the classroom. Games are another powerful tool in the classroom. Websites like iCivics turn constitutional rights into fun challenges. In the game, Do I Have a Right? Students run their own virtual law firm, matching clients with lawyers based on the rights in the Constitution. These kinds of games make the learning process active, competitive, and engaging. Students are learning without even realizing it while doing what they like doing best, playing games. Also, using Kahoot or quizzes for review games at the end of the unit or for a vocabulary review. Storytelling is one of the best ways to make complex ideas stick. The Constitution isn't just a legal document, it's a story about people fighting for fairness, equality, and freedom. You can use songs from Hamilton to teach about the Federalist and Anti Federalist, or share the story of how the 19th Amendment came from decades of women's activism. When students see the human side of the Constitution, they connect it. They connect to it emotionally, not just academically. Also, by using issues, current US issues and how it is affecting everyone, no matter based on gender or religion. Project-based learning gives students ownership of their education. Instead of just reading about the Constitution, they can create something with it, like a podcast, a short video, or presentation explaining how an amendment applies to modern issues. One project idea is called the Fourth Amendment in the Age of Snapchat, where students explore digital privacy and make a short video showing how this amendment protects them today. In lieu of Snapchat, students can also use the very popular platform TikTok. In my classroom, I'll combine these strategies to help students see that the Constitution isn't just something from the past. It's something that still shapes our country every day. In the classroom, we will use debates, role plays, games, and digital projects so students can experience history instead of just reading about it. I want my students to understand that the US Constitution isn't just a set of rules written by people long ago. It is a living document that belongs to them too. In conclusion, the Constitution is more than just words on paper. It represents the ongoing struggle to define and protect freedom. By connecting it to current issues, telling real stories, and using creative teaching methods, we can make it come alive for students. If we teach it right, students won't just memorize the Constitution, they'll understand it, question it, and see how it shapes their own voices as citizens.